Hey, what is up everybody? It's Animac here for AnimeUproar, and today I will be talking about something that I've been seeing a lot lately, both on YouTube and on social media. Rumors are swirling and a lot of people are speculating that the current arc in Boku no Hero manga, or the arc after this one, could be the final arc in the entire series. The rumor is that the MHA manga is ending, and ending a lot sooner than we might think. So, is this possible? Is there any truth to these rumors, or is it just internet conjecture? That is what I will be talking about in this video. Before we jump into it, a big thank you to Hiro Kantare for sponsoring this video. Hiro Kantare is a brand new hero collector RPG created in collaboration with Webtoon. So that means that your favorite heroes from Webtoon series like Tower of God, God of High School, and Hardcore Leveling Warrior get transported to another world together. You guys know that I love Tower of God, and it was actually so cool to be able to use Bomb as one of my favorites. But even more than Bomb, I absolutely love my Tower of God waifu, Yuri Ha. And she is in this game as well. She is absolutely beautiful and badass, and of course she is my favorite hero. Enjoy the high quality 2D animation, the epic gaming soundtrack, and great rewards for downloading the game, including Bomb, Jin Mori, and the Hard Leveling Warrior as in-game characters, 10 summons, 500,000 in gold, and more. The latest update is bringing 10 popular characters from the Noblesse universe into the game, including Rizel, Seira, Frankenstein, and Muzaka. There will be a special hero dungeon featuring their story, and if you log on during the 2-week collaboration, you will receive any Noblesse SS hero of your choice. Check it out for yourself, just click the link in the description and enjoy this awesome gaming webtoon crossover. Bonus, Hiro Kantare is now offering a free limited time giveaway of a $50 Amazon gift card. Click the link in the description for a chance to win. If you enjoyed the Boku no Hero content on this channel and you want us to keep it going, please leave a like to let me know, it really does help. And if you happen to be new to the channel or you just haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Heads up, this video will of course contain Boku no Hero manga spoilers. We are talking about the very latest arc in the manga, so please proceed with caution, you have been warned. Now, if you're an anime only, you won't have any idea what I'm talking about when I say that the series might be ending. And that is because the Boku no Hero manga is just so far ahead of the anime. By the time that the MHA anime comes back on air, the manga is likely going to be well over 100 chapters ahead of the anime, and that is a huge amount of content. A lot has changed in the story since the point in which the anime left off, the epic encounter between Endeavor and the high-end Nomu. There has been a ton of character development and a ton of power development since that time. And at this point in the story, it really does look like we are approaching some sort of final showdown. The stakes are so incredibly high, the powers of the heroes and the villains are through the roof, and some pretty important characters are in danger of losing their lives. Actually, a bunch of characters already did lose their lives, both on the villain side and on the hero side. If you're caught up to the manga, then you know exactly where we are. Shigaraki has just become an overpowered monster, the like of which the heroes have never seen before. Not only did he fully awaken his own quirk, Decay, which now allows him to level entire city blocks with only a single touch, but he has also just inherited the quirk All for One. And not only did he inherit All for One itself, he also inherited a whole bunch of other quirks that the villain known as All for One had stolen over the course of his criminal career. And this includes Super Regeneration, Surge, Air Blast, Radio Waves, and who knows how many more. We literally do not know how many quirks Shigaraki currently possesses. And if that wasn't crazy enough, Shigaraki has already demonstrated that he can effectively use and combine these new quirks on the battlefield. Since Shigaraki is so new to using All for One and all the different stolen quirks, we would have been forgiven for thinking that maybe Shigaraki will need some time to learn to use all of these new quirks. Not to mention learning to combine them in order to create new compound quirk attacks. if that had been the case, if Shigaraki needed to train for a certain period of time in order to harness the full power of All for One, then we would have known for sure that the series wouldn't be ending anytime soon. Shigaraki would need a lengthy training arc to unlock and master all of his new quirks, and in the meantime, Deku and the heroes would be training too. In particular, Deku would have the chance to unlock the rest of the quirks that are hidden inside One for All before he and Shigaraki finally engage in an epic final showdown. However, the fact that Shigaraki is already proficient at using All for One just minutes after awakening from Ujiko's procedure seems to support the theory that Boku no Hero could be ending sooner rather than later. In fact, upon his awakening, Shigaraki's main goal is to take One for All away from Deku. All for One himself was never strong enough to steal One for All, even if he wanted to. But we have been led to believe that the new, fully awakened Shigaraki has the ability to actually steal it. Ujiko's excruciating procedure has apparently made his body strong enough to withstand the assimilation of One for All. And so, if Shigaraki does succeed in stealing One for All on top of all the other stolen quirks that he possesses, it would pretty much be game over for the heroes. The big question is, can Shigaraki actually take One for All when we have been led to believe that One for All can only be given up willingly? Is it possible that after all this time, All for One and Ujiko just simply weren't aware that One for All can't be stolen? Or did the villains figure out a way to force Deku to give up One for All? I don't know exactly how this might happen. Perhaps Shigaraki now possesses some sort of mind manipulation quirk that can compel Deku to give up One for All. Or perhaps Shigaraki is just planning to hold someone hostage and threaten to kill them unless Deku gives up One for All willingly. Knowing Deku and how badly he wants to save people, I wouldn't be surprised if he is prepared to give up One for All in order to save the life of someone he cares about. But whether One for All can be taken by Shigaraki or not, he is definitely going to try to take it, and that is currently leading him right into a face-to-face confrontation with Deku. That means that the main protagonist of the entire series, Izuku Midoriya, will be facing off against the newly overpowered leader of the villains, Tomura Shigaraki. In that sense, the battle between the two of them really does feel like a potential final showdown, and that's not all. Shigaraki is now so powerful that he has already devastated an entire city and killed some top tier pro heroes like Crust, and who knows how many others. The damage that Shigaraki has caused is so extensive that we don't actually know which heroes died and which heroes survived. Beyond that, Shigaraki isn't even the only threat that the heroes have to worry about. Gigantomachia, Dabi, Toga, and other villains are headed to the very same place where Shigaraki is currently located. So, not only are we going to see Shigaraki versus Deku, but we're also going to see the strongest villains taking on the strongest heroes in that same location. When we take all of that into consideration, it really does feel like Horikoshi is setting up a major final battle between all the most OP villains and heroes. Not to mention that Endeavor, the #1 pro hero, is already there and fighting against Shigaraki. Since we know that Dabi is on his way here as well, he was summoned by Shigaraki, it is possible that the big confrontation between Endeavor and Dabi's big identity reveal may also take place in this very arc. So again, I can understand why some people believe that all of the pieces are falling into place and that this arc could turn out to be the big epic climax of the entire series. The newly overpowered Shigaraki is directly targeting Deku, so this will likely push Deku to unlock the remaining One for All quirks much sooner than he would have been able to otherwise. And as a result, we get to witness the incredible battle to the death between two completely broken characters. The main protagonist versus the main villain, One for All versus All for One, the symbol of peace versus the symbol of evil, and so on. So to be fair to the rumors, this latest Boku no Hero War arc definitely seems like a setup for a potential final showdown between the heroes and the villains. It's hard to imagine how the stakes could be any higher in any future arc, since we already have top tier heroes dying, cities being destroyed, extremely overpowered villains, and so on. And that's all well and good, but does any of this really mean that Boku no Hero is about to end in an arc or two? Well, no, it doesn't, and I don't think that the series will end altogether. But the end of this arc, whatever it ends up being, will definitely be an ending of sorts. It will signal the end of the hero society as we know it. With the villains being so overpowered, and with so many heroes dying, and with more major deaths likely on the way, the tone of Boku no Hero has already shifted dramatically. And in my opinion, there will be no going back to normal. The world of Boku no Hero has gotten darker, and none of the heroes and hero students will ever be the same after the events of this arc. What's more, the entire Japanese hero society and the people of that society as a whole will never be the same either. Faith in the pro heroes and their ability to protect the citizens of Japan is about to collapse. When they see top tier heroes being eliminated and entire city blocks being leveled by the villains, the people of Japan will face a crisis of faith. With All Might retired and no one yet being able to take his place as the definitive symbol of peace in the immediate future, there is sure to be a lot more chaos, panic, and disorder all over Japan. Even if the villains lose this battle, the threat of them regrouping and repeating what happened to Jakku Hospital and the surrounding area will always be on the minds of the people. And so the trust in the hero's ability to stop the villains will be greatly reduced. And if the villains actually win this battle, if they manage to push the heroes back or even force them to leave Japan and regroup in another country, the consequences for society as a whole will be even more dire. We could potentially see all of Japan fall into the hands of the villains. We could see a global heroes versus villains conflict, and we could see absolute chaos on the streets as everyday people are caught up in this massive war. My main point is this. Obviously, we don't know what exactly is going to happen by the end of this epic war arc, but judging by what has happened so far, no matter what happens next, things will never be the same for the hero society. With Shigaraki's new abilities and with everything that he has been able to accomplish already, it will be impossible to just go back to the way things were. Do I really think that the entire Boku no Hero series is going to end soon? No, I don't think so. The series is extremely popular and Horikoshi enjoys making it, and I believe that he will continue to do so. However, the tone and themes of the story and the society of Boku no Hero have already changed, and there is no going back to normal. The villains and heroes are currently engaged in an all-out war, and that war is not going to end with just one battle. This war will continue, and it will affect people, including the general public. This war will also lead to many casualties for both the heroes and the villains. And even some of the most prominent characters in the story like All Might, Aizawa, Endeavor, Gran Torino, and Bakugo could end up losing their lives. I predict that we might also get some sort of significant time skip after this arc. A time skip that emphasizes just how much the world has changed and just how much the story has matured. I mean, just think about it. Even if this battle ends in a non-decisive way and most of the main characters survive, does it really make sense for Deku and the others to just go back to being normal high school students while the new Shigaraki is out there roaming and plotting his next attack? Back when the villains were far less dangerous, this made sense. But now that Shigaraki has unprecedented levels of power and an entire villain army behind him, pretending like everything is normal just won't work. And if Shigaraki decides to break into Tartarus and free all the other major villains like All For One and Stain, things will get even crazier even more quickly. As I said, I don't think that this is the final arc of Boku no Hero, but I do think that this is the end of Boku no Hero as we know it. Things will change drastically after this arc, and that includes the characters, the society, and the tone of the entire story. We might get a time skip to further emphasize this change, and the heroes versus villains conflict will no longer be a small-scale skirmish. It is now an all-out war that will require major sacrifices on both sides. But let me know what you guys think. Do you buy into the rumors that MHA might be ending soon? Or are you confident that the story is going to keep going for the foreseeable future? Also, do you agree with my take that even if the story continues, the nature of the hero society and the hero-villain conflict will never be the same again? Please share your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Boku no Hero content right here on the channel, please leave a like to let me know, it really does help. And if you happen to be new to the channel or you just haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell to turn on all notifications. you really have to go through the trouble of hitting that bell and then selecting the option that says all. I know it's annoying, but if you don't do that, you're still gonna miss a lot of our videos. Even if you're subscribed, it's just how YouTube works. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Hero Kantare, link in the description. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys!